What is up, my fellow gamers? This is your boy Proto here. Sorry it's been a minute again since I've uploaded any content. I've actually been in the transition of getting back home. I'm back home stateside now and just getting settled back in, but we can talk about that later. Welcome to another episode of Like or Dislike, where we look at some of the latest games coming out, show you a little bit of gameplay, give you a little bit of pros and cons, and let you know what you think about it. So today we are looking at Red Dead Redemption 2, and this is a game I have been enjoying from beginning to end. I almost feel like the game was never going to end to a point, but it was definitely a good run playing. But to dive into the game, basically Red Dead Redemption 2 is a prequel to Red Dead Redemption, and you play as the main character as Arthur Morgan, which is a member of the same gang that John Marston was part of. And basically in the beginning of the game, you're on the run from a job that went bad, and you're trying to help your gang reset up to a new location so you guys can get back to plotting and stealing and saving up money so you guys can just basically vanish away. And you're basically following the guidance of your leader Dutch. And basically that's more or less the game. It's basically a GTA game set in the Wild West. You can play this game either in first person or third person, and mostly the game I played in third person because I like to see the beauty of the game. I like to see the beauty of the characters because you can customize your characters. First person wasn't too bad, but to me you could really see the game. You really enjoy the game better in third person, but to each his own. Now, like I said, you're basically scamming people. You're scamming, robbing people, trying to save up money. And you basically, like I said, you can rob from anyone, you can rob from anything in the game. You can rob from trains, stagecoaches, you can just walk up on random people. You can go into every town, put your mask on, and just rob every person. You just got to get away without getting killed. So you can do a lot of these jobs with your fellow gang members. They'll let you know about jobs that's going on, scams that they're trying to do, and then you can sell ones yourself. And that's basically how the story progresses on and on and on. You guys just go scamming, go from one area to the other, scamming and scanning, and the story develops upon that. Now you have to be careful with this, because with you robbing everything, you robbing people, you can get robbed yourself. You can just be going from one point to another in the world, riding your horse, and you can randomly get robbed by people, and you can let them rob you, or you could kill them and take all what they got. So it really is like to how you want to play it. Now, along with your game, you're going to run across other gangs that you're going to have to fight against too. You're going to be fighting against them, trying to do jobs, trying to scam them, trying to take what they got. And that gets interesting, because when you find the other enemy gangs, you find their camps, you can attack them, you can make them run away, take what they got. Like, they really let this game be to what you want to play, how you want to play it. Now, if you've played GTA 5 before, then you know the Stranger and Freaks part, which was basically you met these random people throughout the world in GTA, and you helped them with their weird, crazy things that they got going on. And they pretty much did the same thing here in Red Dead Redemption 2. And I really like it in this one because they really, for each one of them, is really detailed. It's a particular story for each one of them. It's not just some generic random thing. There's actually some reason behind why they're asking you to help them, or why they're trying to do what they do. So it's really interesting if you really want to dive into this. Now, the game gives you a lot to do, so you don't have to just go through the main story. There's a lot of side missions that you can do. There's a lot of things that you can do just killing time. You can fish, you can hunt for animals, selling their fur and parts for cash or to craft other items. And I literally just spent hours alone just hunting animals, trying to go after legendary beasts, trying to hunt them using weapons, using a bow and an arrow, just using my knife, and sometimes just chasing them down with my horse, lassoing them and getting up and close. So there's a lot for you to do in the game. Like I said, you have random events that pop up as you're going from point to point, and you can help these people, or you can't help them. And as you do this, your progression of how people see you goes up or down. You either be seen as a real bad person, you're seen as a really good person, or you can be seen as a balanced person. It's all how you play the game. Now, you have items that you can buy throughout the world. You can either buy them, you can steal them, or you craft them, however you want to do it. I honestly did like a balance of all three. If there's certain things that I wanted, I just didn't feel like gathering materials, I go buy them. If I had people robbing me, I take and I get what I need from them. So it's really, this game is really catered to what you want, how you want to play it. And I know I'm probably going to repeat this a lot of times, but that's what I really like about this game. Once the game opens up and you go through the few little simple things of how to use your dead eye, how to move, and once you get your camp set up, you're gone. It's however you want to play it. You just progress on with the story. Now, with your camp, you can upgrade it, and as you upgrade your camp, you'll have access to better items, more equipment, more gear. And I definitely recommend that you upgrade it. You upgrade Arthur's area, because once you upgrade to a certain point, you'll get a fast travel point, so you can go from town to town. So if you don't want to do the horseback riding, you can actually fast travel, and that definitely came in handy as the game progressed. Now, gameplay, this game is very beautiful. If you playing it on Xbox One X, if you playing on PS4 Pro, if you playing on PC, definitely if you don't have a 4K TV, I recommend getting it, because this game is graphically beautiful. They really took the time to make this game stand out. You actually have to deal with elemental effects. You have to deal with rain, snow. You actually see the snow flurries falling. You have to deal with actual fog at night and in the morning, at dusk. And even with the sun being up, when I was riding towards the sun, I had the sun glaring at me, and it was hard to see at first. I had to kind of like move away to a point so I can actually see. So I really like that detail of it. Like I said, this game is graphically beautiful. So if you definitely have the higher end consoles, or you have a higher end PC, play it at the high settings. You will definitely enjoy it. But let's go to the pros versus cons of this game. And we're going to start off with the pros. Pro wise, the characters are done very well in this. Each character has their own mindset, their own way of doing things, their own way of seeing things. They're not really generic. And as you play the game, you actually interact with John Marston, and you start building a relationship with him and seeing like how he starts becoming the person he is in Red Dead Redemption. So I thought that was kind of cool. Now, the next pro, is the gameplay. Like I said, gameplay and overall, the game is fun. If you just enjoy an open world game where you can do whatever you want to, this is definitely the game for you. You really progress the game how you want to. You move as far as you want to. There's no real just, you gotta do this, this, and this. Whenever you're ready to go to the next stage, you just do it. And the last pro, like I said, there's plenty to do in this game. If you want to just do randomness, there's plenty for you to do. There's never a dull moment in this game. Just going from one objective to another, I ran into so many different things that got me sidetracked. I was like, oh wait, I need to go complete this objective. So you'll never get bored with things to do. So definitely look forward to that. Now for the cons. Now the first con, the controls can be sluggish, and I have to explain it. When you're doing certain things, or if you're caught in a fight and everything, sometimes the controls can get kind of clunky, especially when you're switching from weapon to weapon. So that's one of the cons. I looked at that. And also another one is picking up items. Sometimes when you got several items that are right next to each other and you're trying to pick up a certain item, you have to move your character a certain way just to pick it up, and that can be kind of tough sometimes, especially if you're trying to pick up a certain item to progress the game or progress the objective, or if you're trying to pick up the actual objective. Next con we're going to look at, the random events do start repeating often, and that's basically in a nutshell. After you start going throughout the world, you're going to come across random events, and some of them start repeating. And you know, at first when you start doing them, kind of fun, kind of interesting, and then when you get to the point and you see this same event happening third, fourth, or fifth time, you just kind of like, okay, cool, whatever, I know what's going to happen. You might just bypass it, or you might be bored and just keep on doing it. And honestly, those are the only two cons I can think of. So for the third one, I want you guys to tell me what you guys think. What was the con that you guys didn't like about this game? Let me know what you guys think of your con in the comments. But at the end of the day, I have to give this game a like. I definitely enjoyed this game. This is why it took me so long to do this review, because I was literally trying to play from beginning to end, and it just took the longest to do. But it was definitely a fun game, and it was definitely fun from beginning to end. But that's it. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. If you haven't already subscribed, make sure to hit that subscribe button. We post videos of things going on in the gaming and tech world, do reviews on some of the latest games, review tech that's out to help you make sure you're getting the most for your money, do top 10 of the newest games coming out every month, and so much more. Make sure to follow us on our Facebook page so you can keep up to date with what's going on with us here at the Average Gamer Crew. If you want to reach out to me or InfamouslyTy here on the channel, and if you want to let us know something that's going on in the gaming and tech community. Catch us streaming on Twitch and Mixer. You can catch me on Mixer every Monday and Wednesday, and Twitch every Tuesday and Thursday. Now that I'm back stateside, I can be more proficient at it and probably get more steady schedule up. So be on the lookout for that. But this is Proto, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.